According to Representative James Comer, RKY, chairman of the House Oversight Committee, what are the documents FD 1023 inside the FBI? The committee will take steps to hold FBI Director Christopher Wray in contempt of Congress for his refusal to provide documents concerning business dealings of President Joe Biden during his vice presidency. What's the crux of the matter? Comer wants declassified Form FD 1023 containing allegations made by someone about Biden. Wray recently failed to comply with congressional requests for all Forms FD 1023 containing the name Biden. According to News Nation host Dan Abrams, former FBI agent Tracy Walder stated that it was highly unusual for someone to request release FD 1023 and that request from the House Oversight Committee looked like a very broad fishing expedition. How is Form FD 1023 used? According to the Federal Bureau of Investigations, FBI, information from confidential human sources is highly sensitive and is used by agencies to record unverified reporting from a confidential human source. For what reason does the Federal Bureau of Investigation not provide legislators with forms? The Federal Bureau of Investigation claims it wants to safeguard its information sources, saying handing over the document would risk the harms that the FBI's, confidentiality rules protect against. The agency claims the Department of Justice policy strictly limits when and how confidential human source information can be provided outside of the FBI, according to their statements, which have been in place for decades. The FBI believes that unnecessary release of the forms could put their sources at risk, according to the attorney's petition. Confidential human sources often provide information to the FBI at great risk to themselves and their loved ones, so protecting the identities and information provided by them from unnecessary disclosure or undue influence is therefore critical not only because of safety concerns but also to avoid chilling them candor or willingness to continue reporting to the FBI. How often do people get FD 1023 forms? According to Walder, forms are rarely distributed outside the Federal Bureau of Investigation. Walder stated that usually they weren't released due to the fact that they wanted to protect their resources and methods. When we are releasing source information out into the public realm, that makes people then have a little bit of trepidation about coming to the FBI, if they are not going to be protected. Walder stated that he never submitted Form FD 1023. Could the Federal Bureau of Investigation edit information in an FD 1023? According to Walder, the Federal Bureau of Investigation, FBI, has the ability to revise information that could compromise sources. Walder stated, but the problem is, this could be the source of a bigger investigation, this could be the source of absolutely nothing, maybe this information went nowhere. We don't necessarily know. U.S. Treasury sanctions China and Mexico over fentanyl. She said how the information was received, along with agent sources and methods being exposed, it would likely be difficult for the FBI to redact. Is the FD 1023 documents report always true? No, the Federal Bureau of Investigation states that the information found in certain sources and some reports is unverified and, by definition, incomplete. According to the agency, the report consists of leads and suspicions, not the conclusions of investigators based on fuller context, and a more complete report may exonerate individuals cast in a negative light by previous reports. According to Walder, when agents run FD 1023 reports, they don't assess the credibility of the source that provided them with the information at the time. Walder told Abrams, all that form is literally an FBI agent sitting down with a source, and we don't know the veracity of that source, and taking their information word for word. The sentence barring the head of the deal from voting in its entirety has been referred to by the House Comer as the FBI decision to stiff-arm Congress by retaining the Form FD 1023 as obstructionist and unacceptable. The Federal Bureau of Investigation stated that it remains committed to working well with the committee. The demand for the 1023 forms is one of many House GOP investigations concerning Biden and his family. Unfounded, unproven, politically motivated attacks have been named by White House Representative Ian Sams on the committee's allegations and their investigation.